think Harriet Tubman was walking around with a fucking nice, shiny fucking dress on with a fucking crown on her head when she was taking slaves to freedom?
Hey, Couture Bays, it's your girl, Britt, going live with the Bree Talk and Bay Squad. We have to talk about Tasha K versus the FBA. Now, before we get started, let's like, comment, and subscribe. Tap that notification bell so you can get all the updates and alerts. And remember, opinions are not facts. Everything we say here is allegedly and for entertainment purposes solely. So sit back, relax, sip you some apple juice or my favorite vegan water, and let's get into the mess, shall we? So, y'all know we went live about this yesterday, and I held, an open live call in for those who wanted to talk about the topics, but I want to specifically talk about Tasha K and the things she said on her platform that caused such a division amongst the FBA and the international blacks. Let's get into it.
They said that I cannot speak on the foundational Black American movement because I'm married to a booty scratcher. Here's what I think about the FBA movement and any other movement that has to do with Young Pharaoh, Brother Polite, Dr. Umar Johnson, all of these movements that y'all look up to, all these men, okay, that I guess guide you to help elevate your consciousness. Here's what I would say about the FBA movement. It's no different than the KKK. Meant to divide. Meant to separate you, to isolate you, to have you looking at other races that look like you and hating them for no reason. That is the same foundation and principles that the Ku Klux Klan build themselves on, which is protecting their whiteness, their pureness, not knowing that they are not pure. It's a lie. And I don't get involved in these types of conversations because it's ridiculous. It is very unintelligent to talk about, to even speak on, that I would deny my own children, my own grandfather, my own mother, just to protect what? A movement? Y'all don't put food on my plate? Y'all don't pay none of my bills? Y'all sitting in living rooms with bonnets on, causing division because you angry, trying to be accepted, no different than a gang on gang crime when you got them little boys in Chicago or any other city taking each other out over what? Just because you look different, you said something, now we got adults actually doing this.
This was crazy. It was crazy for a plethora of reasons. One, I did not expect Tasha K to come out here with such vitriol and anti-blackness. It was very, very MAGA down, very MAGA coded. It's given she voted for Trump and she's getting everything she voted for. As somebody who has supported Tasha K, who has been supported by Tasha K, I was alarmed by this. I don't care what nobody has to say. This was very triggering because to associate foundational Black Americans with the KKK is just ignorant. It's ignorant, it's anti-Black, and it's downright conservative talking points of the MAGA Republicans. I don't understand it. I didn't understand her drawing her conclusions and her facts to Chicago. Why not talk about the crime in Florida where you live at, or Georgia where you used to live? Make it make sense. And then to say you don't even speak on some of the diaspora wars or the political issues and the socioeconomics and systematic oppressions of the community, but yet you used it to weaponize how we come together. And I don't like that because I feel like we're stronger more than ever now. I'm somebody who does not label myself as an FBA, but I have Black grandparents, great-grandparents. My lineage starts in America. My lineage starts in America. Before the colonialisms, before the slave ships, before the takeover, it starts in America. And that's where I feel like she is pretending, if I can be honest, about how she doesn't understand and she doesn't get it. She does get it. She's lived in Florida for years, moved to Georgia and lived and thrived for years, lived in the DMV area for years. To say you're ignorant to the facts, that is just a weak cop-out. That's how I feel about it. And this is somebody who is getting money with Tasha K, who has supported Tasha K, and Tasha K has supported me. And I feel like just because you spend money with somebody or somebody spends money with you, you are you are handicapped to saying things. Absolutely not. It's weird. It's demented. It was very anti-black. And she should have taken her issues up with that woman who said she tricked you out your spot. And now they're saying you lost thousands of subscribers. Who did Tasha K think her ultimate fan base was? Honestly and truly, I supported Tasha K through everything. And granted, this is how she truly feels. Even though an apology was issued, this is how Tasha K feels. She was so comfortable saying those things about black men and women. She was so comfortable saying those things about Chicago. She was so comfortable spreading misinformation. It's as if she was reading some teleprompter for Fox News of some sort. It was weird. It was strange. And I don't get it. I don't know if she wants to appeal to her clear base. I don't know. But Tasha had to know this was going to draw controversy. Because if we're as quiet as it's kept, how many people are really following behind Brother Polite and Young Pharaoh? Honestly, like, you have a few that are, but those are different subsections. When we're talking about people who have been disrespected by the international blacks and they're standing on big business and keeping the dollar within the community, you don't think that's sparking some type of outrage? Honestly and truly, somebody saying that your husband is a booty scratcher of Africa caused you to do this? You've been wanting to do this. And it's so unfortunate. And I'm just like, you didn't think about your brand. You didn't think about your employees. You didn't even think about the business side of it. You came on the internet as if you were a Joe Rogan and thought you had Joe Rogan's protection. Honestly and truly. And it's so unfortunate. And now it's going to live on forever. When people talk about supporting you, it's going to cause a divide. And now you're out here selling your wine, something I wanted to buy, but now I'm scared to buy it because do you feel like the men in my family are causing harm to America as much as the people who have the protection, the power, and the position to do the things that they want to do and out here causing mayhem and confusion? Because you stood on big business about that, and now you're hosting a panel for Sunday with those who can educate you. You're a woman in your 40s. Why do we have to educate you at your big age about something you live, see, and breathe? Are you so much high up on the hog that you don't see what's going on? I don't get it. Like, your passion is in health and wealth. Has the health and wealth not risen? Is there not inflation in that? I just don't get it. Because I think you're smart. I know you're smart. I know you're a very articulate woman and very intelligent, because I don't subscribe to dusty, degenerate behavior. I just don't. So to see you act like this, it's given like, wow, you fooled me too. Now, granted, we can have the conversation about Africa and things of such, but to sit up here and cement and just solidify that everybody came from Africa and things of it, that's not true. That is a lie. Anytime Black Americans stand on business about who they are and what was done to us and what happened and everything else, here somebody comes with their warped views and opinions that's rooted in anti-Blackness, superiority. And it's so unfortunate because you are somebody in my top 5. I think you're amazing. I will never knock what you do, and I stood behind you in everything. But I just can't stand behind Tasha K in this. I cannot. This was hurtful. It was very spiteful. If she was a white woman, she would have been canceled. If she were a white woman, she would have been canceled. It is what it is. But what are your thoughts on this, Space Squad? What are your opinions? Comment down below. I gotta go. Bye, hoes.